Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Mark, and today we have a very special guest, Karen. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Mark. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
We're thrilled to have you, Karen. Today, we're going to talk about something you mentioned in your recent video, the shadowing technique. So, what exactly is shadowing?
Shadowing is a language practice where you repeat what you hear immediately after someone says it. Think of it like an echo. It's a powerful way to improve your English.
Interesting. Why is shadowing so effective?
It helps you develop intuition in English. You don't just learn logically, you also start feeling the rhythm, melody, and intonation. It's like music. When you sing along, you begin to understand deeper aspects naturally.
Ah, I see. So, shadowing helps with more than just vocabulary?
Exactly. It improves your listening, pronunciation, and speaking rhythm. You start noticing things like intonation, how your voice rises and falls, which is essential for natural English.
Makes sense. Could you share a common mistake people make when shadowing?
One big mistake is not having a clear goal or intention. Some learners just repeat words without paying attention to details like pronunciation, stress, or intonation. It's important to choose specific areas you want to improve.
Could you give us an example, Karen?
Of course. For instance, if you're working on vowel sounds, focus specifically on pairs like sheep versus ship. Notice when the speaker uses these sounds and echoes them carefully. This helps your brain recognize and produce these differences.
So, there are different ways to do shadowing, aren't there? Could you walk us through the methods you described?
Sure, there are mainly two ways people do it. The first one is the on-the-go method I just mentioned. You play the audio and repeat what you hear just a split second after the speaker, without stopping the audio. You just keep going, following along as best as you can. This is great for practicing flow and rhythm when you can't focus 100%.
Okay, like real time echoing. What's the second method?
The second method is more focused. For this, you ideally sit down somewhere quiet, maybe with the text, the script of what you're listening to. You play a short part, maybe just a few words or a short sentence. Then you pause the audio and then you repeat it.
So, listen, pause, and repeat.
Exactly. Listen, pause, repeat. This way gives you more time. You can really focus on the details, how a specific word sounds, or the intonation pattern. You can repeat that small chunk a few times if you want to get it right. This method is better for deep practice and really working on specific problem areas.
So, one method is for general flow and practice anytime, and the second is for more detailed, focused work.
Precisely. Both are valuable, just for different situations and goals.
Now, in your video, you talked about a big mistake learners make. What is that common mistake people should avoid when they try shadowing?
Yes, this is really important. The biggest mistake is doing the shadowing exercise without a clear intention. People just repeat like a parrot, copying the words without thinking about what they want to improve.
What do you mean by intention?
I mean, having a specific goal for that practice session. Our brains filter out a lot of information. If you're just repeating on autopilot, you might be missing the very things you need to work on. Let's say you struggle with the sound. If you don't consciously listen for it, or try to imitate it correctly during shadowing, you might just keep saying it in your old way.
So, just repeating isn't enough? You need to focus?
Exactly. Before you start, decide what you want to pay attention to. Maybe today you focus only on the rhythm, the stressed words, or maybe you focus on a specific vowel sound, like the difference between ship and sheep. Or perhaps you want to notice how the speaker uses intonation. Does their voice go up or down at the end of questions?
So, setting a small goal for each session makes the practice much more effective.
Much more effective. When you set an intention, like today, I will listen for and copy the R sound, your brain knows what to look for. You notice it more, and you're more likely to try and imitate it correctly. This focused repetition is how you start to change old habits and build new, clearer pronunciation skills. It's about conscious practice, not just mindless repetition.
That's a golden tip. Focus on one thing at a time. Okay, besides setting an intention, do you have other tips for listeners to really get the most out of their shadowing practice? How can they optimize it? As you said,
Yes, a few more things can help. First, choose someone to shadow whose voice you really like. Find a speaker whose accent and style resonate with you. If you don't like the voice, you might resist the practice and it won't be as effective.
good point. Find a voice you enjoy imitating. What else?
Second, don't be afraid to slow down the audio. If the person speaks too fast, most apps and websites like YouTube let you adjust the playback speed. You can slow it down to 75% or even 50%. This gives you more time to hear the details and repeat more accurately.
That's very practical. Slowing down can make a big difference.
Definitely. Third, if possible, use a script or transcript. Seeing the words while you hear them can be very helpful. You can even print it out and mark things, like underlining difficult words, highlighting stressed syllables, or marking where the speaker pauses.
Using a script sounds like it connects listening, speaking, and reading.
It does. And another powerful tip is to record yourself. Shadow the speaker using the listen, pause, repeat method, but record yourself repeating. Then, listen back to the recording. Compare yourself to the original speaker. You'll often notice differences you didn't hear while you were speaking. It might feel strange to listen to yourself, but it's incredibly helpful for identifying areas to improve.
Recording yourself. That takes courage, but I can see how useful it would be. Any final tips?
Yes, one more thing. Focus on quality, not quantity. You don't need to shadow an entire hour-long podcast or a full movie scene. It's often better to take just one short paragraph, or even just one or two sentences, and repeat that section many times. Work on mastering that small piece. Doing less, but doing it well and with intention is much better than trying to cover a lot of material poorly.
Quality over quantity. That applies to so much in language learning. So, to summarize the key tips, set an intention. Choose a voice you like. Slow down the audio if needed. Use a script when possible. Record yourself and focus on repeating small sections well.
You got it! That's the way to make shadowing a truly powerful tool.
Karen, this has been incredibly insightful. Thank you for breaking down the shadowing technique so clearly for us and our listeners.
My pleasure, Mark. I truly believe shadowing, done right, can make a huge difference for learners at all levels, especially those wanting to feel more comfortable and confident when they speak.
All right, everyone, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you found this discussion on shadowing helpful. Give it a try. Remember Karen's tips, especially setting an intention, and let us know how it goes.
Thank you for having me, Mark. It was great talking with you.
Until next time, Keep practicing, stay curious, and happy learning.